Hello? Hello? If you're hearing this, I want to welcome you to your very first day on the job. It's been a long time since we've had any new employees here, but I have to warn you, it won't be easy. So be sure to listen to your trainer very, very intently. Do everything he says. Don't worry, he's a kind and nice individual, and he'll walk you through every single step of the way. And if you ever have any questions, you can always ask him. As a matter of fact, I want to be the first one to welcome you to your new position as the new security guard. And you will go very far. I will talk to you tomorrow. Enjoy your first day, friend. Oh. Greetings and salutations. You must be our newest security guard. Ah, yes. It's so nice to meet you. You can call me Samson or Mr. Kitty Fox if you would like to be more professional. I have been the security guard here for about 10 years now, and I have to say it is very, very nice to have some new blood on the staff. I assume that you heard the phone call, yes? Oh, very good, very good. Now, upon your onboarding, you should have received the following items. We have our limited edition hats for this Halloween season. Of course, don't forget your character badge right here. Wear it proud, wear it with utmost confidence and pride, because you are the one in charge of this establishment. Yes, you are. We here at Fazbear Entertainment want to keep things as fun and interesting and as enjoyable for all ages, not just young ones, but also adults and grandparents alike. Do you think you can help make that happen? Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. So, in the employee handbook, you should have also received a disclaimer, and you may have noticed a couple things about that disclaimer that may have been just a bit alarming, and I totally understand. Yes. We here at Fazbear Entertainment, we have a number of our trademark and well-loved and well-respected animatronics, some of the only in the world of this technological advancement. However, sometimes these characters and all of their belovedness and all of their, shall we say, all of their independence tend to wander a bit at night when no one else is around. So that, my friend, is where you come in. Oh yes, oh yes. You are responsible for making sure that they are well looked after and that they are taken care of their every need, and that nobody on the outside attempts to come in and steal them or mess with them or cause them to malfunction through any sort of vandalism or any sort of foul play. And most importantly, you are to keep them company and make sure that they know that you are here to care for them. We will not ask you to do any sort of maintenance on them whatsoever. That is for our maintenance technician, which I also am apprenticing for currently. That is the job that I will be transitioning into officially. We will not ask you to do any sort of maintenance on them or have to repair them in any sense or any particular fashion. The only point of maintenance that we ask you to be mindful of is if they do happen to be wandering at night, and if you encounter one, don't be alarmed. There is a shutoff on the back of their neck. Every single one has this, okay? Every one of the 4 has this. Alright? So if you encounter danger with any of them, did I say danger? Pardon me. I meant if you happen to just encounter them in any would-be nature of danger, you can use that switch in the back of their neck to deactivate them, and they will shut down immediately right where they are. Okay? Easy as pizza pie, right? Exactly. Do you have any questions for me so far? Yes, that is a very good question. I can tell you for sure that, as the best of my knowledge, our animatronic friends are not dangerous. However, they're the 2 that you have to watch out for the most in the event of any sort of endangerment on your part are Foxy and Chica. Freddy and Bonnie just tend to be a little more docile in their nature, but Foxy and Chica I would keep an extra close eye on if I were you, just in case anything were to go awry. Can you do that? Very good. Very good. Alright. Now that we have all the boring, nonsensical, non-harming things out of the way, we should move on to how to activate your side doors. There are 2 buttons on either side, as you can see. There's a button for your light on each side, and there's a button for your door on each side. Now just remember, we have to conserve power. There's a very limited amount of power that happens, that every single night goes in a cycle. And the reason we have that is because, well, frankly, purely inflation. Yes, it has affected us too, unfortunately. And we have to be mindful of the energy that we use, because a lot of our energy in this establishment goes right back into our animatronic friends. Yes. The owner is a very big proponent on high voltage and keeping things preserved, and especially making sure that everything is indeed functional. Does that sound fair? Very good. I'm glad that you're understanding this and following along very nicely. So, in the event that there is any sort of danger that may occur during your shift, you would just hit the door button and it'll close it right up. But also be mindful of your little power meter right here. And it will let you know how much energy you're using. Okay? And if you happen to need to look out of the door through the window, you can use the light buttons. Click on, click off, and make sure that there's nothing out there that would be of any concern. But why would there be anything outside that would be any concern at all? Like I said, you don't have to worry. You will be just fine. Now, as mentioned before, in the employee handbook, just remember that there are cameras that you need to watch throughout the establishment. Okay? And that's where your trusty laptop comes in. Be sure that you're keeping an eye on those cameras. Every single camera is designated to a very particular space within the restaurant. There's one for the kitchen, there's one for backstage, there's one for main stage, there is one for the back hallway area where the supply closet is, there's one for the supply closet, there is one on either side of each of your doors so you can see right outside of your door in case you can't see anything via the light switches and windows. There's one facing the main entrance, there's one for the arcade, and there's one for the snack area. Oh, and there is a bit of a hidden camera that not a whole lot of people know about. It is a vent camera. Yes, you heard that correctly. There is in fact, a vent camera. And that's just to make sure that no rats get in, or any critters or vermin or anything like that that may be of any concern that could get in and maybe nibble on some wires. We wouldn't want that, would we? Oh no. So, to recap, just be sure that you're checking all of your cameras fairly frequently. Make sure that you're switching back and forth. Keep your attention on them. And keep an eye out, especially on the main stage. Okay? I cannot stress enough. Make sure you are keeping an eye on the main stage. Okay? Yes. Trust me when I say, friend, the front and back entrance cameras are the least of your worries. Okay, now that we have the cameras out of the way, One final thing to note before I send you off on your very first day of your first shift, okay? As long as you be kind to our animatronic friends, they will also be kind to you. Okay? Can you do that? Ah, that's good. That's what I like to hear. Just remember, our friends are no different than you or me. They're here to have fun. They're here to laugh and play and show their talents and be here to bring smiles just like you would like to see done for you. I know that growing up, I used to love coming here as a child and experiencing the wonders of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, just the same as you, probably when you were growing up. And I want to remind you what an honor and a privilege it is to be having our friends still preserved and still walking around after all these years, entertaining and being some of our bestest friends that we have ever had growing up. If you can respect that, and you can respect them, then you're going to do great at this job. What do you say? Are you ready for Freddy? Very good, my friend. I'm looking forward to working with you. Now, if you would please, to finalize this position, if you could, sign right here. And we will start your first shift of your first day. Welcome aboard, coworker. Enjoy your first night. Uh-oh. I have to go. My shift is over, and I need to clock out. Have a good night. Be safe on your first night. I'll see you tomorrow.